What's up everyone, it's Vince G. So today I have an unboxing of the Forza 200. So for the past year or so I've been using a Godox SL150 Mark II for just a little bit of personal use and some professional work here and there. And although it's been a great light, B&H had a really good sale on this Forza 200 that I just cannot pass up. So recently I got a job within the past 6 months or so, and we have been using the Nanlite FS300 bicolor light, and that is a fantastic light. It's super powerful. I love that it does have the bicolor, and I thought I would give Nanlite a try. I've been with Godox for quite some time, and I thought that it was time to kind of upgrade a little bit, and I've heard nothing but good things about the Forza series. So today we're just gonna unbox the Forza 200. We're gonna do a small comparison, and let's get started. Alright, so it's actually been a few weeks since I've started making this video, so if I look a little different or whatever, that's just because time has passed, just because of the holidays and work and things like that. I just got kind of busy. But I did open up the box and I did check out the contents that are inside. So I do have a few things that I want to talk about, a couple things that I really wanted to say, what I like about the Forza 200. And I also kind of put it side by side with the Godox SL150 Mark II, which again is the light that I was currently using before I got it. So let's go ahead and get into some of those differences and those things that I didn't like. So first off, let's talk about the size. The size is actually really nice. The Forza 200 is way smaller and it is way more compact compared to the Godox SL150 Mark II. And that's because the head of the Forza 200 and the power are separate entities. So that also leads me into the first thing that I don't really like about the Nanlite Forza 200, and this is also just kind of personal preference, but it is a very messy configuration with so many wires. With the Godox SL150 Mark II, all you had is just the power cable, and that was it. You just plug it into an outlet and you're kind of done. With the Nanlite Forza 200, you do have a couple more steps. One, you have to connect the head to the power supply, from the power supply to a AC adapter, and then that AC adapter gets plugged into an outlet. So it is an extra step, but it does take a little bit longer to set it up. So again, that's totally personal preference, but it's totally up to you. But having that separate power supply, if you're doing a lot of over the head type lighting and you have the Nanlite Forza above you, that is going to be great because that light is actually not that heavy, which is really awesome, as opposed to having the Godox SL150 Mark II all the way up there. And another thing is you could also control the power by having it separated and it just being on the side. So there's kind of like give and take between the two, and that's just something up to you to decide if that's what you really want. Another thing I really didn't like about the Nanlite Forza 200 is I did have a faulty power supply. Whenever I turn the power under 25%, for some reason there's a very loud noise. It's almost like a hissing kind of noise, and I'll put an example here, that way you all could hear that. Again, I think that is a faulty issue. I think I may have a faulty model with that power supply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact Nanlite and see if they could replace that. But if they can't, then that's going to be a total bummer, because that's just not the way the power supply should be running. But let's talk about the fans. So the fans are actually both pretty quiet. The fan is in the light head itself, and I think it's very, very quiet. It's almost comparable to the Godox SL150II, which I thought had a fantastically quiet fan, which is awesome if you're doing any type of, talking head stuff like this, or you need somewhere where the audio is very, very important. So I'll give you an example of the two fan sounds. And again, I think they sound very similar, and they're also pretty quiet, which they will not have any problem. Again, I think they sound very similar. They're both very quiet, and you won't have an issue with either of them. The Godox does have a fan off mode, which is really nice because you can control the power. It turns everything off by 50%. So if you're at 100% with no fan on, that's about 50% of the light. With the Nanlite Forza 200 though, I've noticed that you can only turn it down to 25%, and that's about as bright as it gets. But if you need that ultra silent light, 25% of 200 watts is still pretty bright, and I don't think it will be that much of an issue. So other than the things that I just noticed while unboxing it and just setting it up real quickly, I still think that the Nanlite Forza 200 is a fantastic light, especially for the amount that I bought it at. Now, I still think that the Godox SL150II is a great light as well. It is very inexpensive, it's plenty powerful, and I don't think you'll have any issues with that light whatsoever. But I just wanted to do a quick comparison, a couple of impressions, and just to show you all what came inside the Nanlite Forza 200. I can't wait to start using this for personal projects and professional work going forward. But that's gonna wrap up this video for me. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It'd help me out a lot. And again, my name is Vince G. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Check you guys out next time.